It's Lisa from Critters'n Ink Designs in Ontario, Canada. And boy, Christmas is creeping up awfully fast. I cannot get my head around it. I just when I think I'm finished Christmas shopping, I'm like, oh crap, I need, this or this. And I'm like, ugh. And of course, now the malls are crazy, crazy. I don't like shopping on a good day. So for me to have to go and fight the fight, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to go out tomorrow. I'm going to make a list today, go out tomorrow, finish, get her done. Anyway, couple things. So today I dug out I was wrapping a gift. So I had to wrap a gift. And I thought, I've got the Take a Bow die, which is right here. And this is from the Take a Bow, really. Take a Bow bundle, which comes with the designer series paper. But I thought, why not just use matching wrapping paper? I think it's really, really cute. So this is going to go on the gift. And I'm going to add one of these onto the gift as well, just to sort of jazz it up a little bit. But first, don't tip over. First, I have to make these. This was given to me by my friend Jennifer, and I have the kit and I haven't even opened it, which is kind of silly. But I thought, what a great idea to use some of the wrapping paper and make a matching bow. You could add ribbon in there if you wanted to, just to jazz it up a little bit, which I may do. You never know. And then make these guys and put it with it, because it's also an ornament, right? So you could have it on the gift as an embellishment and then give it as an ornament. And then on the back, you can say, Christmas 2024 and who it's for and who it's from. So isn't that cute? But before we get started, let me go to my desk here. I just want to show you something. So the new January mini catalog is going live in about 3 weeks. And I have mine here, and I can't show you what's in it, but boy, let me tell you, there's some pretty nice stuff in there. And if you are Canadian and don't have a demonstrator and would like one of these, let me know. I know the mail's a little screwy. They're supposed to go back to work tomorrow, so we'll see. But if you would like one of these, if you live locally, you could pick one up, or I can drop one off, either or. I'm in southeastern Ontario near Belleville. So if you live in that neck of the woods, I'm more than happy to drop one off to you. And the celebration. Now, what celebration is, for every $75 that you spend, you get to choose a free item out of here. And then there's a level 2 in here as well, which is with a purchase of 150. So if you have a purchase of 150, you can get 2 of the $75 freebies or one of the 150 freebies. And there's all kinds of really cool things in here. And I've already got some of them. As a demonstrator, we're able to pre-order. So I've pre-ordered and I've gotten a few things. So I will get into those at a later date. But just thought I'd put that out there, that these are here if you are Canadian and you don't have a demonstrator. So let me grab my kit. Might as well just dig into it. If you do place an order between now and the end of December, I have put my host code. Where's my... right there in the corner. And I would appreciate it if you'd use that host code, because that helps me. The host code is actually going away in a few, not sure exactly when, but it's going at the beginning of the year. So they're doing away with the host code. And what they're doing is they're changing the rewards program for customers. So I'll have to read up on it. I did know about it. Now I've forgotten because I haven't really thought about it for a while. But you will receive 10%. I'm trying to think of how that works. Let me read up on it. But I think you get like 10% of your purchase as a not a coupon, but yeah, kind of like a coupon, I guess, to use on your next purchase. So that's kind of cool. So let me see. What we have here are little plastic pine cones and some beads and some little berries. We have some bows. How many are there? 2, 4, 6 bows. And then this is what we're making. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these ornaments. There's some smaller ones and some larger ones. So let's crack this baby. I have not, I've only seen these made up. I haven't seen anybody actually put them together. So I'm kind of excited about that. So we have, let's see, how many sheets? Looks like one sheet of these, yeah, of these punch out leaves. And then we have these foldable elements here, the circles, and we have dimensionals and glue dots, and we have these are also foldable. That's really pretty. I love that paper. And we have, oh, look at these banners. Woo, those are really pretty. Wish we had paper like that. I love that. And then we have this smaller version of those foldy things. Really pretty. And then some more greenery. So we have 3 sheets of this greenery. And the instructions. Now, one thing I do know is that they recommend that you use a glue gun while you're doing this. So I dug out my glue gun. It's heated up and ready to go. So we have metal rings, some gold twine, so this one, I'm going by the ornament that I have that Jennifer gave me. So this one uses the big one, the big circle. There's 2 sizes of rings. So let's see. We need a ring, and we need let's have a look here. Okay, so we need one of these. One of these. One of these guys. Okay, let's get rid of this. And 2 pine cones. One, 2. I guess we use the bigger one since it's the bigger element. And a bow. So I'm just going to show you the directions here, because it tells you exactly what you need and what to do. So the actual instructions themselves show you step by step what you need to do. But if you go further to the bottom of the directions, there's a little element thing that shows you what pieces you need to put together. And so it shows you here that we need some uh, glue dots and some dimensionals. I don't know if you can see the dimensionals. Yeah, sort of. So let's go. Oh, and we need 18 inches of the gold twine. All of the directions come with a ruler in the kits, always in the kits. Now in North America, if you get the paper pumpkin, all of these will be in inches. But because these kits are worldwide, they start in the center at 0 and they go this way in inches and this way in centimeters. So if you're a centimeter kind of girl, then that will help enormously. I am Canadian, but I do not really use... It's funny, when I had my quilt shop, I could go back and forth between centimeters and inches like nobody's business. But now that I've been away from it for a while, we closed the store a few years ago, and it's now like certain things, like a half meter and those kind of things. We rounded up our meter to 40 inches just for the sake of my sanity. But now, like if somebody says something in meters, I'm like, well, I don't know what that is. So we need 18 inches. So I'm using my glass mat here. So let me get this out of here. See if I can move that over. Oh, you know what? I'll just turn it off. There. So I'm using my mat. So I'm going to go 9 inches and 9 inches. So here's 9. And here's 9. So I'm going to give that a little snip. I've been madly making tags the last few days. And my desk is a disaster. I should have cleaned my desk off before I got going, but you know how it is. I didn't. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is take our ring. And I'm going to zoom in a little, I think. Not too much, but see if that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I've got my 2 ends of my twine here together, and I've created like a loop. So I'm going to put the loop around through the ring like this. And then I'm going to bring it up here and I'm going to tie it here. But the first thing I'm going to do, I think, just so that this stays put, is I'm going to put a little blob of glue on there. Just to keep it anchored. And then here, I'm just going to tie this in a knot. Well, that didn't work. Hold on. There. Okay. So I'm going to tie that in a knot. There, and I'm going to make sure it's centered, and I'm going to glue that. It doesn't say to do that, but I'm going to just glue it so it's not shifting all over the place. There. So I've just put a little blob of glue on there to hold it. And I'm using a regular hot glue gun. When I tried to do the haunted house, and I was at my daughter's, and I was using a cool glue gun, like the lower temperature glue gun, because I wanted to do it with my grandkids. I'm telling you, I nearly went out of my mind. That low temp glue gun dries so quickly, or hardens, I guess it doesn't dry necessarily, but I just had the worst time with it. All right, so I'm putting this under here like this. And I'm going to put some dimensionals on here to hold it together. So I'm going to put a dimensional right on the twine. Now you want to make sure that your circles are centered there. So I've got my circle centered inside of my ring here, like that. I think I'll pop one more here and one in the middle. And then this is going to close over it like this. So let's take these off. I can't believe I haven't opened this kit prior to this. These are really pretty. I was looking at my kit collection in my closet today. I have a closet down here. This room used to be a bedroom. I'm in the basement. And I have a bunch of paper pumpkins that I need to finish and a bunch of kits. And I know last year I said, oh yes, I'm going to do all my kits. Well, guess what? I have not. All right, so I'm going to tie this top little piece into, I'm just going to tie it together. When I was working on my tags yesterday, I started binge watching the old Bosch series from TV. I don't know if you're a fan or not a fan. I'm just smitten with what's his name? The guy that plays Harry Bosch. Oh my goodness, I can't think of his name. Anyway, he's my crush at the moment. An older guy, like I'm an older guy, so all right, so I'm going to flip this over so that the white side is on the back. And then this is going to go on here like that. And then this is going to sit on here. But what I want to do first is I'm going to grab a piece of scrap. And I may or may not like this. I don't know. But you know me and my spritz, right? I love sparkle. So I made up, what did I do with it? I can't even find it now. I made a spritzer. Oh, nuts. What did I do with it? With, oh, I can't even find it now. Anyway, well, never mind. I have a bunch of bottles of spray shimmer, but I had made one up using the little Stampin' Up! Spritzer things. But you know what? As I say, I've been working on tags and my desk looks like a disaster. It doesn't look like a disaster. It is a disaster. I don't know where it is. It's around here somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I just have a bottle of shimmer that I've had for probably 10 years. Hopefully it still works. I haven't even tried it lately. I don't even know if it does work. Yeah, well, we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to lay my leafery and just spritz with some glimmer. As I say, oh, look at everything is glimmered. I may or may not like it, but we'll see. I'll just clean off my glass mat here because it's all shimmery. So this has shimmer on it now, and this has shimmer on it now. Oopsie. There. See how shimmery that is? I don't know whether that was a good idea or not. I guess we'll find out in a minute. But I do like my shimmer. I like shimmer. Well, you know me, I use Wink of Stella on everything. And in fact, the one that Jennifer gave me, I went over all the leaves with Wink of Stella. See that? But I had that shimmer spray. I thought, I'm just going to use that. But I wonder what the heck I did with my little spray bottle. It's around here somewhere. This desk is a nightmare. Anyway, I'll find it after. Okay, so this is going to go on here. And they're saying to put this on with dimensionals. So I grab a couple of dimensionals. I gotta cut these in half. They're awfully big. I'm gonna put one here. And I'm gonna put one here. I don't know why that doesn't want to stick. Shimmer's on the other side. Okay, so let's put this here like this. Oh, I do like that shimmer. Whew. Love it, love it. All right, so that's going to go down here. And then this is going to go on top of here with another dimensional. And it looks like the pine cones go right over this because you can see the dimensional shows, but the pine cones are gonna get glued over it, so I guess it doesn't matter. This works better if you take the back off. All right, so do I want it this way or do I want it this way? Oh, we'll do it that way. Beautiful. And then we are going to pop a couple of these pine cones onto our ornament like this. Maybe I'll put a big one and a small one instead of two big ones. Here's a little one. I'll pop that on the back. Like that. This is so cute. And then I'm gonna put, now it says to put the bow here, but Jennifer has her bow, the one that Jen made. She had her bow up here, and I kind of like that better. So I think I will do that. I'm gonna put my bow where Jennifer put hers because I like it better there. I'm hoping I get into the Christmas spirit. Not that I'm feeling Scroogey, but I am a little bit. I just found, I don't know, like Christmas shopping seems to bring out the mean in people. And when I was at the mall the other day, people were just shoving, and like I thought, you know, there's enough stuff for everybody. Take your time, take a breath, go have a coffee, relax. Yeah, like chill. Okay, so that is that. And I have some little bells that I've had these 10mm bells for years when I used to make I used to do like a stuffed reindeer and Santa sleigh on a big oval embroidery hoop. It was about, oh, I don't know, 30 inches by 18 inches or something, big thing. And I sold tons of them. So I have all of these bells left over. So I'm going to I have a shimmer one. Get my ring out of there. I got a shimmer one, a plain gold one, and a red one. So I'm going to glue those guys here, as if they were little berries. Let's see, what should I put them here? Like that. Or whoops, put the 2 gold ones here. And put the red one here. Good grief. Maybe I'll do 2 like just gold instead of the shiny gold. And then the red one. Or 3 gold ones. I'll just do 3 gold ones. So we'll do, on another one, we'll do 3 red ones. I think, yeah, I think we'll do that. Okay. So let me put some glue. Ooh, that's hot. So let me pop that onto there. Like that. Oops. There we go. I think that's adorable. Really, really cute. The only thing about glue guns is all this spider web stuff. But isn't that cute? So then that's going to go onto this gift with the bow that I made using the Take a Bow die. Isn't that cute? So let me show you how I made the die, the bow, I mean. Just put that over there. So I have a strip of the wrapping paper, and I'm just going to move this stuff out of the way. If you hear a crash, it's all good, because seriously, my desk is a nightmare. Okay, so let me grab my cut and emboss machine. I've got my die is here. So you need the big one for this. You need the big boss. And I'm just going to zoom out a little so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Why do I feel, how did I do that? My camera's upside down. How did that happen? I must have done something. Oh, I hit this button. Technology and I, just saying. Okay, so I have a piece of the wrapping paper here that is about 6 inches. So this die is designed to cut a 6x6 piece of designer series paper. So this is going to go on here. Oh, I must have the wrong piece. Okay, hold on. I might have to. I'm going to have to run up and grab another piece of a wrapping paper. But I'm going to need a piece that's 6x6. And you're going to have to cut out 2 of these. So we need 2 sets to do a set, like a bow. To do one bow, you need 2. All right, so to cut this out, I'm going to lay my wrapping paper there. And so when you cut out the wafer dies, you use your base as number 1. You can see here it says number 1. And then number 2 is your shim. And then I need one plate number 3, which is a cutting plate, and a second cutting plate for my top plate. There, so I'm just going to run this through like this. Oh, sorry, I just whacked the camera there. There. And so that gives you 3 of the big ones, 2 of the next size. Oh, where's my little one? 3 big ones, 2 medium ones, and I think I just threw my little one in the garbage. Yep. And then 1 small one. I guess this must have been right on the edge. It didn't cut, so let me just give that a little trim. Okay, so we need 2 sets of this. Okay, so we have our second bunch here. So look, hardly, like no waste from a 6x6. I did trim that second piece to be 6x6. So you get 3 tall ones, 2 mediums, and a small. And you're going to use all of those except one of the smalls. So to create these, you're going to take all of these. Now, should I spritz them? I don't think I will, just because I'll maybe test a piece later to make, because I was thinking, you know, make it shimmery, but I think I won't. Simply because it's tissue, it's like wrapping paper. It's not thick like designer paper or anything like that. So I'm going to take these. I'm going to take away one of the small ones. Oh, I already did take away one of the small ones. I'm going to grab my glue, wherever that may be. And then I'm going to start putting these together. So I just need a bone folder. So what I'm going to do is very gently just give this a little curve just to help make it sort of more malleable. So I'm going to, is this a small one? No. So I'm going to leave my small one by itself. But the rest of them, I'm going to create like a bow element out of it. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue. Now this paper is double-sided, but I like the plaid part because I'm using the plaid paper for the guys. So what I'm doing, you can see it's got 2 sort of boxed ends. And so when you bring it around like this, you want to lay your tail over and match up these corners. So you got 2, let me get this out of the way so you can see. So you see how you have the 2, looks like a roof, and you got a roof on this side. So we're matching this corner to this corner. So I'm going to just slide that right in there like this. And these 2 edges are going to be flat together. And there's one of our elements for the bow. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of these. And I'm not giving this a hard pull, like I don't want it to really twist. And I'm putting the glue on the side that I want it to show. Now this tissue paper glues really, it's not tissue paper, it's wrapping paper, but it's not a very heavyweight wrapping paper, as most aren't. And I'm just putting it together like this. And I'm going to speed this up because it's kind of like watching paint dry. Okay, so I have 6 of the large ones. We don't need this guy. And 4 of the medium. And then we have the 1 circle. or the one smallest, and we're going to turn this one into a circle. So I'm just going to put a dab of glue, and then I'm just going to wrap this around like this. Just made a little cylinder out of it. Okay. So now to put them together, you can do it a couple of different ways. If you were to use a punch, I have a 1/8 inch punch here that you can go in and just kind of center the punch and just give it a little, put a hole in it, you know, kind of right there. Or you can just glue them together. Now if you poke a hole like I'm doing, oh, I did two at the same time. And then I'm just going to use a little brad. I have a little jar of brads here somewhere. And these holes are sort of in the same spot on each one. I'm not stressing it. They are kind of in the same neck of the woods. I'm trying to center it somewhat, but I'm not stressing over how centered it is, because you know what? In the grand scheme of things, it isn't going to matter that much. I mean, you don't want them all willy-nilly, but there. And I'm just going to squawk that in there and pop a hole sort of in the middle. Yeah, looks pretty centered. Okay, so my brads are here. Now these are retired from Stampin' Up, but you can get brads anywhere. So I'm going to use a dark colored one, and I'm using the larger square one. There are some little tiny ones in there, but I think they might just pop through the hole, which isn't a great idea. And if you don't have a punch, what you can use is take your pick tool, because it has a piercing, whoops, it has a piercing tool built in. So you could just put it on your Stampin' Pierce mat and just poke holes and do it that way. And the first one I did, that's how I did it. I just poked a bunch of holes in it and kind of did it that way. So I need my 6 large ones together and my 4 smaller ones together and my circle. So what I'm going to do is put my brad in the down through the center hole in my circle like that. See that? And then I'm going to take, is that a big one or a small one? This is a big one. Okay, so I'm going to pop them like this. So opposite sides. So I got one on each side. And then I'm going to put the other 2 opposite like this. Okay, so now I've got the beginning of my bow. Okay, so then I'm going to take the larger one, and I have 6 of these, so I'm going to put one there, one across from it. So now I have them in opposite sides. And then I'm going to put one on this side, one on this side, and then I'm going to put 2 opposite like this, just to kind of round it out. Okay, and then I'm just going to close my brad. And there's our bow. Oops. Now what I did with my other ones, this one is acting badly. Behave. There. So what I did with my other one was I took a punch. Did I put it away? I had like a 1.5 inch punch. Oh, here it is. It's So is it 1.5? 1 3/8 inch punch. And I just use a scrap of the paper and just punched out a circle. And then I'm just going to glue that to the back of the bow. I'm just going to flip my bow over just to cover up that brad. You don't need to do this, but it just makes it look a little bit more finished. And if you wanted to, you could even take a piece of the double-sided adhesive paper and punch a circle out of that, and then make this peel. Like, you could turn this into a reverse sticker so that you have the peel and stick on this side, and then you could just plop it onto your gift. But isn't that pretty? So pretty. So that's how I made that bow. And so now I'm going to tape this bow onto here with my ornament that I made. And then at the back, this is actually, I wrapped this for my girlfriend. So she's going to pick it up this weekend, and it's for her husband. So she can write on the back of this. And this gift is for her husband. Isn't that great? Brilliant idea. Thank you very much. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little quick Christmas idea. I'm as I say, I'm trying to get into the mood. My husband put the tree up while I was away last week, and it is decorated. And we did get together with some friends, some neighbors, on the weekend for cocktails, and that kind of put me in the spirit just a little bit. But still, I'm excited that we're going to have Christmas with the grandkids. So I think, you know, that you need to have children around. That's how I feel. Anyway, well, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I truly appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber already, I would love you to hit the subscribe button. And my goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you wouldn't mind, and if you are already a subscriber, don't forget, thumbs up. And if you would like to check out my blog, go ahead and check it out. It's critters'nink.com. And you can sign up for the newsletter while you're there. Thanks so much. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.